The Industrial Revolution by Layla, Trahant, and Anna Wood.
The Industrial Revolution is a time period where society shifted from domestic and homemade businesses to factories and international trading. The Industrial Revolution in Great Britain started in the 18th century. The Industrial Revolution led to many things that are a huge part of the society we live in today. Urbanization began at the beginning of the revolution, where the amount of food increased, causing the population to increase as well. As farmers started to use machines to work in farms, more people were driven out of farms in need of jobs and in return moved to cities. During this time period, a clear difference was made between classes according to the sources in the inquiry document. To an extent, the middle class and lower class have completely different experiences of life. These experiences may stem from many different reasons. For example, home or work life, which are huge factors that contribute to their condition of living.
The year was 1777. The Enclosure Movement.
The origin of the Industrial Revolution is mainly from the event that happened prior to it. The Agricultural Revolution was due to the use of machines causing the sudden rise in population. After the increase of population, movements such as the Enclosure Movement began. The Enclosure Movement was when common land was bought and turned into private and enclosed properties. Another factor that increased crop production was the Jethro Tull seed drill, an invention that allowed farmers to save time and money on hiring employees. People were now unemployed due to not being needed in farms anymore, being replaced by machines. People had to move to cities to get jobs in places like factories, and this was the main cause of urbanization.
My name is Hale, and I used to work on the common lands of the farms until, sadly, the Jethro Tull seed drill took my job and my money, and I had to move to the urban city where I had to find my new job as a factory worker. Life got worse, the living conditions were worse, the money was worse, everything was worse. Stay tuned.
One day while Charlie was walking to the theater, he sees a poor child on the side of the road.
Hi, my name is Timothy.
My name's Charlie.
Nice to meet you, Charlie.
Nice to meet you.
I am a lower class citizen in the Industrial Revolution.
And I'm middle class.
Wow, you are. Nice to meet you.
Lucky me.
Well, I live in a room, apartment thing with 10 other people.
I own my own house.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
With your family?
No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm kidding. It's my family.
You're so funny. It's only me, my mom, and my dad, and a bunch of randoms.
Wow, how's your job?
So, I work in the factories. I lost my arm. I'm a 9-year-old.
9?
Yep,
I thought you were 12.
No, I'm a 9-year-old. It makes me look a bit older, but I'm a 9-year-old, and my hand got cut off because I was trying to help fix the machines, and my little arm is little enough to go inside the machine. Chop my arm off.
At least you didn't get put in the meat grinder.
Well, you snapped that. Okay. Well, what do you do for work?
I'm a store clerk.
A store clerk?
Yeah, and I have to do math. So much fun.
Wow, how old are you?
55.
Wow. Did you get paid more or less?
You get paid much more. I even went to the theater yesterday.
Theater?
Yeah.
How can one pay or afford for the theater?
Store clerking.
Wow.
So much more money.
I have no free time. In my free time, I sleep and eat. Well,
Do you even eat? It doesn't look like you do.
Yeah, I'm a bit bony, but I eat almost just like one meal a day, not even.
Wow.
That's all we can afford. And our breaks, we either sleep and then get right back to working. That's another lower class citizen.
Feel bad for them.
But Like this tub, it's filthy. The water in the river, the Manchester River, it contains filth. Filth and filth. It causes diseases.
Are you sick?
No.
Oh, okay.
I probably will be tomorrow. My mom's about to die.
Sorry.
I checked my.
Okay.
But like I was saying, there's human waste, trash, pollution in this river and in the air, in the atmosphere.
Wow, my house is really nice, so thanks for asking.
Living conditions aren't the best. It's really nice.
Yeah, I have a well. The community well is so much cleaner. It's actually clear water.
Are you able to afford a doctor?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I cannot even. The reason why my arm was cut off was because of the factory. I couldn't even get another little plastic my friend. But the reason why my arm got cut off is because of this factory and I couldn't even get a doctor. That's
How are you still alive?
Miracle. That's what I call it. Miracle. Because mostly because that get their arm chopped off usually die of infection or blood loss.
That's so cute. I should visit the factory. Maybe I should own one.
Please make it better. Because if I were to ever be sick and not miss a day of work, I cannot come back. I have no job. And then what do? I eat nothing and then I die. I have nothing to afford.
I feel so bad for you guys.
You know, you're lucky you don't really live so.
I gotta go to the theater. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
Getting late.
okay. Bye.
Adios.
Oh no. I think I got the disease.
Cholera. What is it?
A simple guide about diseases.
A guide to staying alive in the 1700s. It is very dangerous, so I would steer clear of it.
There is no cure.
Jon Snow. Jon Snow.
Come in.
Hi, Jon Snow. My name's Rachel. I'm 25, and I've been feeling really sick.
Oh, how are you feeling today? What's wrong? Anything I can help with, Rachel?
Oh, yes. I've been oh so sick, and I have no idea what's going on. Doctor, please help my poor soul.
What are your symptoms?
I've been puking all the time, and I've been feeling so sick. I had diarrhea and constant pain for 2 days. Doctor, what is happening?
Seems like you have a case of the deadly thing going around, cholera.
Doctor, will I make it?
Oh, I don't know. I have had a long history with this darn thing.
Oh? What happened? Can I hear the story about it?
Oh, yes. Okay, I'll start. So it all started when I was a wee child. My mom had sent me to school using her savings, although being born in a poor town in York. I was a curious young man. I loved learning, and at the young age of 14, I became apprenticed to a doctor in Newcastle.
Wow.
I began to work on trying to help patients with the same conditions as you in coal mines. But time and time again, I see those very patients die.
Doc, be serious with me. Will I make it?
I don't know. There's not much I can do, but give you a water. This is the only thing I observed that kind of worked. It made my last patient a bit better, but they still died in the end. Rest in peace, Yapper. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. But I have a very important question for you, ma'am. Can you answer this for me?
Yes, Doc, anything to make me feel better.
Where did you get water from?
What?
Well, I have this theory that the digested food or water has to do with this whole thing. maybe even from beds that were unsanitized, or maybe even where the toilet is.
I'm confused.
Let me explain. I visited so many patients from time to time, again, who had the same conditions as you. I hypothesized that it must be a thing called germs that is spreading this thing to everyone. When creating this theory, I investigated all of the wells. One that had feces matter flowing towards it, and one that has it flowing away. It's really crazy because I've only treated or visited people on the side with feces flowing towards it. This theory sounds really good. I might just submit it.
Oh, Jon Snow, you don't know what you're talking about.
What?
Dies.
Lower Class, featuring Timothy.
My name is Timothy. I'm a factory worker, a 9-year-old factory worker in Manchester, Britain, in the Industrial Revolution. And my arm just got severed off by the machine. Because I'm 9, they needed me to help fix the machines. And in fact, my arm got severed off, and this is where I'm at. There's blood everywhere right now. I'm in deep pain. It's not the best.
These are all my work buddies. Life is tough, and we're all 9-year-olds. My mom is somewhere in there in the crowd. I think we're right there.
The lower class did not live in the best conditions. The lower class lived in slums where many families lived in the same room and shared the same bed. They lived in filth. Factories put waste in the water, and human waste would go in there as well. This caused diseases. People would sleep when they had breaks and then get right back to work. They had no free time. The working class was very harsh labor, and workers would often get hurt or even killed. Many children died or even got severely hurt. A lot even had gotten their arm chopped off by a machine because child labor was a big factor of the Industrial Revolution.
Middle Class, featuring Charlie.
Caught me in my job. I'm doing bad. I'm a really experienced clerk. I have done this for 15 years of my life. And this is so much fun. I know how to do math. I went to school. Did so much. Oh, time to go to the theater.
The middle class living in working conditions. The middle class, which was the class between lower class and upper class, lived in much better conditions than the lower class. They worked about 8 hours a day. They get time off and are even able to do other activities that do not interfere with work, like going to the theater. And this picture is like a form of entertainment began to pop up. For example, this is a drawing of Astley's Atmos Theatre in London, and it was credited as being the first modern circus.
Charlie takes a quick stop in Richard's house and asks him to introduce himself. Upper Class, featuring Richard.
So my name is Richard, and I'm really, really rich. I have a lot of money, and I live in luxury, and I'm the highest class citizen.
The upper class is the highest social class of them all. They were rich and educated business owners, and a lot of the upper class people used to be in the middle class factory owners, but they were able to move up into this social class and get better living conditions and live in luxury.
The changes in economic structure in society. The working classes emerged more when the major industrial manufacturing centers grew and a new social class was created. It was called the proletariat. The trades of these laborers gathered in these areas differed from those of workers in earlier times. First, I'll be talking about the micro-historical impacts of the Industrial Revolution. Who was involved? The British citizens. What factors led to this event occurring? Agricultural revolution, urbanization, and the introduction of machinery. What happened during this event? The introduction of machinery, child labor, trading, hard labor, social classes and structure, the advancement of technology in rural and urban areas. What was the result of the event? More advanced technology, more goods, improved wages, and more opportunities for jobs and more. What was the public perception of what happened? The rich wanted more money, and the poor wanted the government to fix or improve society by fixing the harsh living conditions and ending harsh labor. Next, I'll be talking about the micro-historical impact of the Industrial Revolution. What was the cultural impact of the nation? The cultural impact of the nation destroyed the culture and communities of the nation. What was the political impact of the country? The political impact on the country are the social classes, which were the lower class, the middle class, and the highest class. But the two most popular were the lower class and the middle class. What was the legal impact on the country? The legal impact on the country was the parliament that made rights to land and resources on that land. What changes were attempted? The Communist Manifesto was written to have more labor rights for workers. What were the successful changes? The successful changes were gaining more resources faster for less money, technology, and trading.
So, any conclusions, Layla Trahant?
Okay, so my conclusion is that the three social classes, they're big parts of the Industrial Revolution. It was not too good for the lower class. It was pretty good life for the middle class, and it was amazing life for the higher class. What are some conclusions you have?
Some conclusions I have is that I think Jon Snow, sorry. I think Jon Snow's story, I think it's really cool how he figured it out and no one believed him. I think that's really I think his story is really inspirational because you gotta try and try again. What do you think?
I agree. He did not give up.
He did not give up, and that's why I feel like it's really inspirational.
I agree, and I feel bad for poor Rachel.
Oh, Rachel.
But what are some supplies you used during this project?
Oh, some supplies I used was some primary sources and some secondary sources, which are linked in the previous page. If you would go check that out. I know.
Yeah. Well, some supplies I used were CapCut, Google Slides,
You did a really good job editing. Good job, Layla.
Thank you. You did too. I liked your editing.
Thank you. Do you like my stickers?
Yeah. Yes, I love them, and your drawings were amazing.
Oh yeah, Rachel really ate that up.
Exactly. And we obviously worked with each other, featuring Xavier. Yep, can't forget about him.
Mm-hmm.
And Rachel too. Can't forget about Rachel. And,
rest in peace, Yapper.
Yep, and rest in peace, Yapper. Yep.
Wait, can I add something? Yeah.
Yeah.
Another thing I thought that was pretty cool was like lower class people. I think it was really just cool how their working conditions were. Not cool in a good way, but like cool as in, oh, cool.
It was like, oh, that's different. Yeah. Like, we both learned, like, today,
we learned a lot.
Yeah, today I learned that the middle-class citizens had it way, way better. And,
oh, yeah. I mean, personally, I would want to be an upper-class citizen, just saying.
Yeah. I personally would want to be an upper-class citizen as well.
Oh, I guess we're twinning on that.
Yes, and yeah, while I was working, I felt like I was learning a lot more, and it was a fun project.
I feel really inspired. I think we should go vlog in real life.
I think so. We should continue this vlog.
Right, we should make a vlog about the World War I that we're gonna be learning. So excited.
Yes. Well, what were some steps you followed?
Oh, yeah. So some steps I followed was just trial and error. I couldn't get the editing right, and I had to, as it's downloading right now, I had to like redo it technically.
Yeah.
That was rough.
And you know, I just followed the basic steps of being creative and explaining thoroughly, and I used my reliable sources, my primary and my secondary sources, while I'm using my technology to edit and stuff. And yeah, we both created an educated vlog, right?
Yes, I think we did really good.
I think so too, and we both learned how to edit a vlog and make it enjoyable while learning something at the same time.
I think we also did a good job on having fun, because that is the most important part, and learning.
Exactly.
And just a really celebratory quick announcement. It's Rebecca Black Day.
Oh shoot, you know what that means.
Yep, favorite day.
It's Friday. Yep, you know the song.
It's Friday.
Yep, and we learned so much this Friday, including
well, I think we gotta close off this vlog. You wanna say some words?
One thing I gotta say is I rate this project a 4 out of 5.
Oh, that's really good.
What'd you rate it?
I'd rate it, oh, that's a really rough one. I'd rate it I'd say a 4 out of 5. One more thing I think I took away from this, one more last word that I have for this project is, what do you call a wizard who's good with ceramics?
What do you call it?
Harry Pottery.
Wow. That was such a great joke.
Yeah. That's the joke of the day.
Mr. Hell's jokes.
Yes. Perfect. Anyways, hope you enjoyed our vlog.
Thank you very much for watching.
Please give us
a like and a share and subscribe to our channel, Anna and Layla. And Yapper.
And Yapper, rest in peace. Anyways, hope you have an awesome day. Adios.
Toodaloo.